Good morning, dear student. How are you all? I have completed a poem for you. Though you have enjoyed the poem, and I think today I will prepare another prose which will be beneficial for you. So go through the poems, what I have given in the last class, last videos. It is a very good poem. It was a very good poem. Right now I am going to start a prose. The first prose that you are going to see especially for the first year students, it is standing up for yourself. So dear students, see, this chapter describes about how you will stand up for yourself. The caption of the title or the title of this chapter is standing up for yourself. I mean, how you will be much more stronger from inner side and from the outer belt. So sometimes we are loser. It is due to the psychological effect, or we are running with lack of power and lack of stamina. But the writer here make a clarification that you can fight with all sort of people in the world if you are internally much more stronger. So the writer here, Yevgeny Yevsenko, has describes standing up for yourself in such a manner for your age, especially student of your age will be more benefited. The title has given a outlook of a notorious boy and how his activity is running in between the street. The poet here, he describes, if you want to fight with others, or if you are a true leader, you are fighting with someone you do know you are less powerful than him or her. You should be much more stronger from inner side, and you have to fight accordingly. So preparing by the writer and how you will defend that notorious boy. I mean, the complete chapter is all about this, and we are getting different moral from the chapter is that we can say डर के आगे जीत है. If you want to go in a real track and you face many more problems, sometimes or somewhere we have stopped. But that doesn't mean that when we are stopped at some point of time, we need to develop, but it is not quite possible for us. So planning, preparation and execution is the ultimate to winning something or someone. So right now we are going to start your first chapter, that is standing up for yourself. It is by a Russian writer, Yevgeny Yevsenko. See, just I am going through the writer's introduction and I am going deeply towards the chapter. Yevgeny Alexandrovich Yevsenko is from 1933 till present as a Russian poet, novelist, essayist, dramatist, screenwriter, actor, editor and a director of film. So overall we can say the writer here, Yevgeny, is a multi domain. He holds with multi domain and poetries, prose, dramas, novels. So what not we can find with him. So the writer has expressed the feeling of understanding in the chapter, that is standing for yourself. So when we are going to this chapter, we are finding 4 units in it. I mean, the complete prose of this particular chapter is being divided into 4 units. So now we can take a look to the unit 1. There is a warm up. So warm up has given a short information, or shortly a detailed information, or we can say it as abstract to the first unit. Right now we are going to start with the first unit and just see the warm up is given. Have you ever come across a child deserted by parents? How does he or she grow up? Who looks after his or her education? If you haven't come across such an urchin in real life, see the harrowing experience of growing up in the movie Slumdog Millionaire. In 2008, directed by Danny Boyle and co-directed by an Indian, Lovelin Tandon. It is an adaptation of novel Question and Answer 2005 by Indian author and diplomat Vikas Swarup. So read the following unit of the text and note how a Russian child has been brought up in the street. So we have go through the warm-ups. So he has given in the first half of this warm-up, have you ever come across a child deserted by parents? I mean, have you ever seen a child who has lost his father and mother? I mean, they are not dead at all. They are in the world. But the writer here compresses that he is separated from his father and his mother. How does he or she grows up? Who is taking care of him? What is her lifestyle? What he will eat? What we will drink? Where he will live? Many more questions arises in our mind. See, how does he or she grow up? To make himself or herself growing up, definitely it is the blessing of father and mother, elders, and it is the food and shelter is very important for any individuals. So who looks after his or her education? If he has no father and mother with him, who is taking care of his education? Is he convert to literate, or he will be at the stage of illiterate? See, if you haven't come across such an urchin, what you are getting from the word urchin? Urchin, sometimes we can say people who they are notorious, right? Notonki, sometimes we can naughty, right? So naughty kind of behaviors. Normally this type of child are habituated with the notorious activities because no one is there to guide him or her. So in real life, see the harrowing experience of growing up in the movie Slumdog Millionaires. You have seen, this is a world famous movie that you can see in Slumdog Millionaires, how the urban people, how people are living in slum areas are facing problems and difficulties, and who guides them. So this is all about, and it is a co-directed by Indian director Lovelin Tandon and directed by Danny Boyle. So this is one of the famous dramas, we can say, a movie. So it is an adaptation of novel Question and Answer. It comes from this adaptation, comes from the novel Question and Answer in 2005 by Indian author and diplomat Vikas Swarup. It has been adapted by Vikas Swarup. He is also a famous writer. So read the unit of the text and note how a Russian child, how a Russian urchin child has been brought up, brought up, has been educated in the street. So if you are educated in the street, if you are a person with good attitudes, if you are a person with bad attitudes, how you are, who is there to taking care of you, who will guide you? So many things arises here. So if there is no guide, we can say, if there is no obstacle from your side, there is no one will oppose you, no one will guide you, no one will suggest you, no one will make you understand something else. So see what is the future of the child. So now we are going to start the text, which is the unit 1. See now, in 41, see the text. In 41, I was living alone in an empty flat in a quiet Moscow street. My parents was divorced and my father and somewhere in Kazakhstan with his new wife and with his 2 children. I seldom received letters from him. This is father. My mother was at front. She had given up her work as a geologist to become a singer and was giving consent to the troops. My education was left to the street. The street taught me not to swear, smoke, speak elegantly through my teeth, and to keep my fist at the ready, a habit which I have to this day. See, we will go through the line by line, and I will make you clear the difficult words, the sentence that you are getting, line by line explanations. In 41, had what happened? I was living alone in an empty flat. So the father and mother was not there with me. So if my father and mother is not there with me, so I am alone living in a flat in a quiet Moscow street. This is the place in Moscow street. I am living alone in a flat. Next, my parents were divorced. So the writer said, my parents were divorced. They have been detached from each other. They are divorced already. And my father was somewhere in Kazakhstan. See, my mother and father had been detached from each other. They are separated from, they are in divorce. So at some of the place my father is there, my mother is also living in another place. So he said that my father was somewhere in Kazakhstan with his new wife and their 2 children. So my father has started another family life there in Kazakhstan. He has 2 children and his wife living with them in Kazakhstan. So he said that I seldom receive letters from him. I rarely receive letters from my father. I am not be in touch. Just the touch or the contact, that is what? Seldom receive letters from my father. There is no frequent contact. There is no physical appearances to me and my father. This is the relationship between me and my father. My mother, if you think about next my mother. So my mother was at the front. She had given up her work as a geologist to become a singer. Before my mother was a geologist. I mean, people are being discussing about geographies and all, base, earth, right? So he said that my mother was a geologist in the beginning, but right now he was at the front, and what she is doing right now, she is becoming a singer. Now she is a singer and was given consent to the troops. I mean, he is giving his consent to the troops. So troops, the defense personalities. He is living in front, and he said that he is giving his reputation as a singer and making pleasure to it. He is singing for the troops. I mean, the defense personalities. He is giving consent to the defense personality as a singer. So this is father and my mother. And what about me? He said, my education was left to the street. If you think about my education, it was left to the street. See, the street taught me to swear. If you are there alone in the street, definitely you will learn something from the street. Because the environment, the situations, the climate, the condition where you are living, and the place is also very vital. So he said that the street taught me to swear. What sort of activities that I have learned from the street? It is, sometimes we can say, it is swear. So it means, promise, right? It is oath taking. I mean, we can say ziddi kind of things that you have. You have, it is not arrogant. It is, you are more confident, right? And in which way? Sometimes you are involving in smoking, right? Smoke and spit. Smoking is a habit that I have learned from the street. And then spit. This is another habit, that taking some kind of gutka or pan or chewing things, definitely will spit. Spitting and smoking, that I have promised to be a good habit for him. He said, it is a regular habit that I have learned from the street. But these are bad kind of habits. So in other way we can say, the street trained him the bad attitudes, bad activities, bad things in it. So how he spit? Spit elegantly through my teeth. I mean, there is no stop that you have seen that spit comes to my teeth. I mean, I'm regularly in touch with the spit because I'm taking this type of tobacco, pan, or what kind of things that I'm taking, and I'm elegantly spit. Here, there, I spitting, right? And to keep my fist at the ready. What I mean by the word feast? That's a new word to you. Feast means that you have, hands, grip. Your grips ready at all the time. Because, street boys always getting ready to fight, and they will make their fist ready, right? Ready means active. A habit which I have to this day. So what is the day? See, when the day comes and you are getting ready with your fists, and that fist, you can see, it is, you can use all the time as a street boy. See, from where the writer has started to get his fist ready, what is the circumstance? What was the scenario? Or what is the incident that made the writer getting his fist ready at the time? See, the next page. The street taught me not to be afraid of anything or anyone. This is another habit I have kept. I realized that what mattered in the struggle for life was to overcome my fear of those who were stronger. See, the street taught me not to be afraid. I mean, I'm more confident because I don't have any objection. I don't think somebody will protect me. I don't think somebody will suggest me. So I think I am powerful. No one is there to object me. No one is there giving any kind consent to me. He said, the street taught me not to be afraid. So the street has given knowledge to me. Boys, you don't fear to others. Be bold enough. Be strong enough. So not to be afraid of anything or anyone in the world. See, it's a very miraculous. So what I have listened, what I have learned, what I have get from the original base of the street, even you don't fear to anybody in the world or anything in the world. I mean, you are Lord of power. Nobody will give any harm to you. You can do anything, whatever you want. So, two things here: anything, anyone. I mean, personified or anything you are wanted to do, right? Two things here. Anyone means any person that you can beat him, or anything what you want you can do. So, I don't want that I will afraid of anything in the world or anyone in the world. So this is another habit I have kept. See, I have kept myself with ready that I can win any situation. I can beat any person. I can do anything what I wanted to. So these are the things that I made up in my mind all the time. I'm getting ready with this. So I realized that what mattered in the struggle for life was to overcome my fear of those who were stronger. See, I realized that what I'm getting from my street, or what is the thing that I have strength enough, or I'm so strong that I realize what mattered in the struggle of life. So what is the struggle of life? Why you are struggle for life? When you are struggling of life to overcome my fear, I mean, overcome my fear, jump off from my fear. I mean, I will, I have to go on over and over, jump up high. Don't fear, I will jump up high, overcome my fear. Fear, डर है मन में, डर के आगे, right? If you want to go ahead, you have to overcome your fear. I mean, definitely you will hide your fear. That is what. So, डर के आगे जीत है. So, if you want to proceed, if you want to go ahead, so in the struggling of life, it was to overcome my fear of those who were stronger. If one think that A is stronger, I feel that A is stronger than me. So, definitely I have to fight with A. It is because if I fight with him, there is a struggle started. If I run away with struggle, I will involve in this struggle. So I have to win the race. If I have to win the race, definitely I have to overcome the fear. If I have to overcome the fear, I should strengthen myself and face with any situation, whoever he may be or whatever he is doing. I'm ever getting ready to face the situation. That is what the writer has mentioned. So the first unit is all about what we are getting in this first unit is, if you want to strong yourself, you have to make yourself getting ready to fight or to recover or to strengthen yourself at any point of time. Anyone who is there in front of you, you can beat him. Anything you are feeling dangerous is a normal things to you. So you can fight with any person. You can do whatever you wanted to. Then only you can win the race with hands down. Hands down? Easily. With easily. You should be getting prepared accordingly. So you can do it hands down. Easily you can do. So this is the first unit that we have read. So dear students, now we are going towards the unit 2. Today I will give you only about unit 1 and 2. The next video will be on unit 3 and unit 4. So it will be easier to find out the words, meanings, difficulties inside the sentence or any phrases. So now you can have a look to the warm-up 2. I mean unit 2, that is warm-up. Do you think the narrator was scared of someone in particular? So read the following unit of the text and find out the reason that made every boy scared of Red. So this is very, So no new thing that emerged here. Do you think the narrator was scared? Have you go through the first unit? If you see the first unit, if you now we are running with this unit 2, the beginning shows that the narrator was frightened. Is it? Or someone particularly? I mean, the writer was frightened to see somebody else. Who is that person? So reading the following unit of the text and find out the reason that made every boy scared, afraid. Maybe the writer was frightened. It is because, see, the reason made every boy scared, afraid. The writer is definitely scared. It is because at his age, all the boys are feeling scared of Red. What do you mean by the word Red? Red is a urchin, he is also a notorious child who is dominating the street. He is named as Red. So writer here said, will I frighten myself like the other boys in the street who is frightened or who are scared, afraid? I am also in the same track. Will I fight with him or not? Will I see him? He is powerful, but I will feel that no, I will definitely fight. It is because the street told me not to afraid of anything and anyone in the world, or anything or anyone. So these things that I have learned from the beginning. So writer, see what happened to next and who is Red, what is his activities, what is there in it. We will go through this unit and we will get detailed about physical appearances and activities of Red in this unit. See the unit right now. The ruler of our street was a boy of about 16 who was nicknamed Red. Red was big and bore soldiers beyond his years. Red walked masterfully up and down the street, legs wide and with a slightly rolling gait, like a seaman on the deck. See, the ruler of the street. Full stop here. The ruler of the street, see, was a boy of about 16 who was nicknamed Red. So at your age, student, you just remind, 16 years boy, he is more powerful, named as Red. In the street we can say he is strong and much more stronger the boys who they are living in the street. So Red was big and broad soldier beyond his years. So if you think about the physical appearances of Red, yes, we can say Red was big and broad, very huge. Huge soldiers, huge soldiers beyond his years. If we think about the years of Red, it is only 16, but he looks much more mature and a huge figure. You cannot believe that it is the age only 16. You can believe more beyond to that. So the appearances is more than enough at his age. So Red walked masterfully up and down in the street. Though he is powerful, though he is a broad and physically very strong child to look at, is dominating the street. So definitely he will walk masterfully with good sound, right? He walked masterfully and with a powerful look he will walk definitely. If someone powerful, he will show up his power. He show up his appearances that yes, he is more powerful to see. See, so Red walked masterfully up and down the street. So it is his only activities to dominating the street, and he will up and down. He is wandering here and there inside the street. Legs wide, see how he walks. Legs wide and with a slightly rolling gait. So when he is walking, he is walking like his legs are slightly bent. So legs wide, he is walking very masterfully, right? Dominatingly. Excuse me. Legs wide and with a slightly rolling gait. Rolling gait in the sense his legs are bent and rolling on the ground, just like he is physically bent. Gait means bent. Bent, you know. He is just walking accordingly. Gait means bent. Like a seaman on his deck. Have you seen a seaman in the deck? So in the midst of the river, in this ocean, on the deck, when the seaman is working, is more powerful. No one is there in the world. He will beat him. So more powerful, different walking style is red is moving here and there inside the street. See? The next page. From under his cap, its peak always at the back of his head, his forelock trembled down in a fairy cascade, and out of his round pockmarked face, green eyes like a cat's, sparkled with corns for everything and everyone. 2 or 3 lieutenants in picked cap, back to front, like rats tripped at his heels. See, from under his cap. I mean, it's physical appearances. See how he works and what is the physical appearances from under his cap. If you want to see his cap, right from the beginning he is wearing a cap in the top. Its peak always at the back. Its peak means you see the cap's peak is always at the back. I mean, he's moving towards, the cap is not towards the front. It's towards the back of his head. His forelock. Have you seen forelock? See, students, forehead, foreleg means front leg. Forehead, you know, front of the head. Here it is forelock, the locks that you have, the hairs that you have. In the front locks, I mean, the front curly hairs that are trembled, hangs, fell down, that are hangs or fell down. It's a new design. You can see the facial expressions or the gesture and posture of red. So how red looks? What is the appearances? What is the gesture and posture? I mean, what is the body language, you know? What is the body language of red? See, his forelock, I mean, the hairs in the fronts are tremble. Tremble means it's fell down. It is hanging down in a fairy cascade. In which manner it is hanging down? Just like you can say, hanging down towards the face, just like a fairy cascade. Fairy cascade? Fairy cascade, you can write down the meaning of the word fairy cascade. Have you seen the waterfalls? How it is in a designing manner. So you can see waterfalls in a designing manner. Now in a zigzag manner, the water are falling onto a small areas, and that will flows like indifferent. So if you see, red's forelock are looking just like a fairy cascade hanging on the face. And out of his round pock-marked face, the face is round and it is pock-marked, you know, dotted and spot is there. Pock-marked face. The face is not clear. It is not a very glowy face, right? The face looks pock-marked. The marks are pocked, you know, spotted, dotted. Green eyes, very different. Green eyes like a cat's. You have seen cats like green eyes. I mean, how sharp the eyes is. Cat's eyes. Sometimes you can take example like you have a eyes with cats. The person holds the cat's eyes. I mean, he's so sharp. The style of looking is something different. And he's much more attentive. Just like the cat is much more attentive towards the rat. Dedication towards the rat. So the eye speaks, yes, just like the cat. And it's bluish. Sorry, greenish. Sparked with corns for everything and everyone. So what type of powerful feeling he was in himself is sparked with scorn. Sparkling Spark means immediately comes flash we can say. Flash means immediate reaction with scorn. Scorning means, just like we can say, like I don't like this, disliking. Scorning means disliking. So disliking for everything and everyone. He dislikes everything. He dislikes every person. He dislikes everything. So whatever, if you say something else to him, he definitely say no, and nothing is good except him. He said everything is bad. Everyone was bad in the world. I dislike everyone. So this kind of disliking behaviors is called scorning. He has his bad behaviors with others. Either he is a person or a thing. 2 or 3 lieutenants. What do you mean by the word lieutenants? Lieutenants means followers we can say, or supporters. So as he is feeling as a gunda, he is feeling as a powerful person, definitely he should have some supporters or followers. So 2, 3 followers are there with him. Always he is following the footprint of your powerful hero, right? So 2 or 3 lieutenants are there. In pig cap, same in pig cap, back, 2 fronts like Red. So he is the master. Red is the master, and 2, 3 lieutenants are there. Supporters are there. How looks the cap of Red is looking back to front, and similarly the supporters or the followers, 2, 3 followers are also using the cap in same order as it to Red. I mean similar, like back to front. Tripped at his heels. So this is a phrase you can see, follow, tripped at his heels. Sometimes we follow someone's footprints. Tripped at his heels, just they are walking behind Red and following the footprint or the way what Red is doing, right? A tripped at his heels means following someone's order, following someone's foot, following something else, following someone. So they are the followers. Its activities, they are blindly following the Red. Where Red is moving, they are moving back to Red as it is. Red could stop any boy and say impressively the one word money. His lieutenants would turn out the boy's pocket, and if it is registered, they beat him up hard. See, Red could stop any boy. How powerful he is. See, at the age of 16, how powerful he is. Red could stop any boy in the street and say impressively money. Only word he uttered, that is money. I mean, that is one type of rag we can say. Forcefully he will stop someone else to whom he is interested. Anybody, anyone, he can stop anyone, right? And the one word he pronounced or he speak out or say very impressively, that is very impressively, that is money. So his lieutenants, 2, 3 followers are there who they are supporting to Red. What they are doing? They would turn out to the boy's pocket. Immediately they will check the pocket of the boys. If he resisted, what do you mean by the word resisted? If he against it, if say no, I don't have any money. If he say so, if he is not agreed with Red's activities, they beat him hard. They beat him up hard. So they severely beat him. This is the activities running inside the street regularly. Any boy he can stop and say money. If you say I can give you money, definitely the stroke comes to you and you will be defeated. And they will beat you. Definitely they will beat you. Immediately they will beat you. See, it is because why all the people are getting frightened to Red. What is the reason? Everyone was afraid of Red. See, it is very vividly or clearly you are getting, everyone was afraid of Red. Red is dominating, conquering the street. He is dominating the street. Said everyone was afraid of Red. It is because, so was I. See, right from the beginning, the street taught me what? I can fight with everyone and everything. I can do whatever I wanted to. Right? It is that the street taught me not to be afraid of anything or anyone. This is what? So everyone is afraid. Afraid. Was I? Was I? This is a very question mark, big question mark. Every person is afraid. Is it me that I will be afraid? So I knew it is because why everyone is afraid. Why I am also involving in the same process. I know that I can't afraid. But maybe I was afraid. It is because I knew what I knew. He carried a heavy metal knuckle duster in his pocket. Everyone is afraid. I am also thinking, am I afraid? Somehow, maybe. If I am afraid, for what is the reason? So the reason is, he is holding or carried a heavy means very strong and sound metal, prepared by a metal, iron or steel. Knuckle duster. Knuckle duster, you see, student, it is a new term to you. Knuckle duster, sometimes some people are using knuckle duster, I mean panja, panja in the wrist or grip. It is because to defend himself or to fight or to hit someone. So it can be used for two purposes. You can hit someone because it's a heavy metal, you can make injury, or from any attacking, you can defend yourself from this knuckle duster. You can use it. So this is the duster that notorious Red has. So Red has a heavy knuckle duster in his pocket. So I am completely frightened. Is it because he is holding a heavy knuckle duster and everyone is afraid. See? So though we have go through this unit 2 as completed yet, we will running with unit 3 and 4 in the coming videos. So stay connected with the videos and subscribe it, like it. And one more thing I want to suggest to all of you, and if you do have any doubt, you can make a queries over it. So this is what that we have getting unit 1 and 2. So next class we will see, though we know that the writer here is frightened, is he already frightened or he will proceeding what the street has taught to him, that I can fight with everything and every person in the world. So let's see what will next to read in the coming unit and the writer in the coming unit. Thank you.